Hello and welcome back to my Diecast collector channel. And in this video, I'm gonna show you the man himself. This is the Optimus Prime from the Transformer. So this is not from the Michael Bay movie. Actually, this is the Transformer Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie himself. So this is from the 303A from the Hong Kong. I got this one for about £240 from the Omega Locked co.uk. And there are also a couple other websites like the Kapow Toys and In Demand Toys as well. So they're also reasonable price in the UK retailer. And so they're in the Hong Kong, this one is sold about 220 US dollar, but in here in the UK it's about 240 £250 around that figures. But in reality it's not that expensive in the UK, but they made the price up a bit higher because of the tax and the shipping and all the other bits and pieces. So that's why the price is a little bit higher in the UK. So if I get it from Hong Kong and I work it out, and it will be about the same price as getting from UK. So I thought I'd just get it from the UK, and in case if you have a problem with the figures, and you can always talk to them and you can always get the replacement back, and easier than shipping it all the way from Hong Kong and all of those. So yeah, there we are. So this figure is really good, and this is the DLX figures. They also have a premium version. Premium version is about 20 inches tall. This one is about 12 inches tall. So if you put it side by side with the Bumblebee, I mean it makes sense. I mean Bumblebee is 8.5 inch tall, and Optimus is about 12 inches tall. So it perfectly makes sense. And it also scales very well with the 6 inches Iron Man's, probably like a Star Wars figures from the Black Series, and they're also about this size because Optimus is a Transformer. He's a bigger than anyone else, so basically he's supposed to be double the height of the normal human size. So yeah, I think it makes sense. So if I put the Iron Man's on a comic cave, it will be about here, and then it will make sense with the figure. So that's why I decided to get quite a few comic cave Iron Mans, and so that it will actually stand out really well with the this Optimus Prime. So anyway, so let's get started with the in detail. So the only weapon that this guy comes with it is the gun. So this is giant blaster, and that's about it. Obviously, if you go with the premium version, this one it has the LED light on the gun as well, and more articulation and stuff. And the gun has the little bit articulation as well. So look at this detail of this gun. So if you zoom in, you can see that even the bullet, you can see it in there, which is cool. And I mean, they don't have to put this in there. Who cares, right? You can't actually see it unless you pull it out. But they actually put all the efforts in there to show that how much they put their attention to detail into the figures that they are actually selling. They're not like Hot Toys and cut costs and cheapskate. They are actually putting a lot of efforts into these figures. So in terms of quality control wise, I never have a single problem with the 3.0 at all. They are really good and consistent, which is really pleased. So yeah, so here we go. So if you look at the detail, again, this one is not transformable figures, and there are quite a few fake ones from China and ZD Toys and other things. They can actually transform the Optimus into a truck, which is really nice and cool. But I wouldn't bother getting those because they are not officially licensed. That's one, and two is the figures doesn't look very good because you gotta compromise something, right? You can't actually transform and also look good as this, and this is not gonna work. So you gotta compromise somewhere. So I'm not gonna get those one. And in my display shelf, I'd rather put this one than the one in the truck mode. This one has more interesting part. You can see all the detail on the neck and all the eyes and all the joints, and look at how much detail is going on here. And that is the incredible part of the 3.0 engineering and the efforts that they put into the figures. So yeah, and that's why I love that company. So I got every single one of them that they made. If they make other Transformer figures and Transform figures, I would definitely get more as well. So there we are. Anyway, so look at the legs here. This is crazy. Look at these, all the details. Every little part can actually move, and you can articulate the same way that Bumblebee. So I'm not gonna show it in detail again, but you can see all the knee joints are such a detail. Look at that. It's incredible. You can go all the way through it. It's a double joint knee here as well, and they are die cast, obviously. So look at that. So much detail. So cool. This is really, really nice. It's incredible amount of detail going on. All the weathering and all the scuff and scratches and make it look so realistic, you know. Look at these. It's really, really cool figures, actually. And people come to my house, they're always interested in my, Transformer figures than the actual die-cast car that I have. They don't really look at the cars. Oh, this is a car. Okay, yeah. What the car can do, yeah, we've seen it all, and nothing special about the car. But tell me about these figures. What are these, and where did you get them? This is so cool. This is so realistic. So much detail going on, and they're always interested in my Transformer figures than any other figures that I have in my collection. So I'm saving it for the last, actually. So there we are. Here we go. So anyway, so you can see the back and see all the spine there. And the cool thing is, if I burn it down, and you can see, if I crunch it down, you can see all the spine was still showing up. Look at this. They don't have to do this, you know. They can actually fake it, cover it with something, but they don't. They actually put all the efforts and attention to detail with all the little details in there. So it's so realistic. That's what I love about 30. You know, they don't cut costs like Hot Toys. Hot Toys is ridiculous. They're overpriced, and they double the price of these Optimus Prime. And the quality control is crap, and they're not consistent all the time. Sometimes you're lucky with a good one, sometimes you're not. So that's the problem. But see this, all the little different color, different effects, and you know how much molding they're gonna have to do on this leg alone. And so is the arm. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it clearly here on the camera, but it really is incredible amount of detail going on. Oh, I'm loving this. This is really incredible detail. Look at all the little things in here. Obviously, the head can actually join, rotate, move around. They're all ball joints, so it's so easy to do. And obviously, LED light is the same as Bumblebee. You just pull this off, and you just press the button here on the black one, and then you will get a blue LED light lit up on here. So there we are. And yeah, so even a chimney at the top, you can come off here, they'll easily put it back on. But even a chimney, look at this, you got black smoke effects on the top, so to make it look really realistic. So if you want to put it back on, so very easily can do. So yeah, and look at all the joints here, all the little details, spring effects, and all those. It just incredible, you know. It's just I can't say the word for it, for this kind of figures. Look at that. I'm speechless, actually. I mean, every time when I look at these figures, and it's always, you know, amazes me how much detail is in these figures. It's really impressive, actually. So if you can afford it, I mean, I always recommend you to go for the premium version, because they are about £400 or £500, but I think they're definitely worth it, considering that Hot Toys are selling it for £500, £400 for the Iron Man. But you know, you got more for your money with these premium version. You got double the size for the start, and also the figure is nice and hefty, and they're really good solid, and then the joints are so solid, you know, they're not going to tilt over. Look at how much I tap him, and see he's not going to fall down. He's really weighty guy. Okay, so you can see that the joints are really cool. It's not like my War Machine that keep on tipping down all the time. So yeah, right, let's weigh this guy up, and I think this guy is about 1 kilo, which is close enough. So it's about 950 grams. So it's fairly heavy guys, actually. And if I go with the Bumblebee should be half the weight of this guy. So he is about 525 grams. So yeah, There we are. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll show you the next videos on the Blitzwing. So thanks for watching.